Okay, get ready because tonight we are going deep on garlic.
Ooh, garlic.
But not just any garlic.
Okay.
This time it's all about eating garlic at night.
Eating garlic at night.
Yeah, for like all sorts of possible health benefits.
Interesting.
I know. I can practically hear everyone thinking about the garlic breath.
Right.
But seriously, the potential upsides, totally worth it.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
Trust me on this one.
So where are we getting all this garlic info from?
So we found this video from a medical doctor.
Okay.
He's actually a specialist in critical care.
Wow.
Yeah, and the stuff he was talking about was really fascinating.
It's funny how we usually think of garlic as just flavor, right?
Exact.
But this doctor is really looking at it as part of like a daily routine.
Totally. And he specifically says to eat it about a half hour before bed for the most benefit.
Before bed.
Before bed.
Wow.
Yeah, it's wild, right?
So like, are we just chomping on raw cloves?
Well, you could, but he actually says there are all kinds of ways to do it.
Okay, good.
Like, you can have garlic tea, roasted garlic with dinner, even mix it with yogurt if your stomach's a little sensitive.
No, that's smart.
It really just comes down to finding what works for you and sticking with it.
That makes sense.
And that's what he really hammers home, the consistency over time.
All right, well, you've definitely got me curious. So what kind of benefits are we talking?
Well, let's start with strong bones, something we all want, right?
Especially as we age, yeah.
Absolutely. And garlic's got all these compounds that help with bone health.
Like what?
Well, there's allicin. You've probably heard of that.
Yeah, I've heard of allicin.
But also stuff like vitamins B6 and C.
Okay.
And manganese and selenium, too.
Huh, interesting.
And all of those work together to fight something called oxidative stress.
Oxidative stress.
Yeah, so it's basically this imbalance in the body that can damage cells over time, even bone cells.
Oh, I see. So it's like rust on metal, kind of.
Exactly.
And garlic helps prevent that rust from forming.
Exactly.
Interesting. So how does this particularly relate to women's health, you know?
Well, think about menopause.
Oh, yeah.
When estrogen levels drop, it actually increases the risk of osteoporosis,
Yeah.
which means weak and brittle bones.
Right.
So garlic could be a natural way to help support those bones during menopause.
Like building a stronger foundation.
Exactly.
Fascinating.
Okay, now let's switch gears for a sec and talk cholesterol.
Cholesterol, okay.
Now, here's a little fun fact. Did you know our bodies actually make most of our own cholesterol in the liver?
Really?
It's true.
Wow, I did not know that.
And that's where garlic comes in to help kind of regulate things.
Regulate how?
Well, it's got these compounds like allicin again,
Okay.
but also S-acetylcysteine and diallysyl disulfide.
Wow, those are some big words.
I know, right? But they all basically work together to slow down cholesterol production in the liver.
So it's like garlic is telling the liver to chill out a little.
Exactly, like hitting the brakes on cholesterol production.
Aha, love that.
But it doesn't stop there. Garlic actually helps remove excess cholesterol from the bloodstream, too.
Oh, wow. So it's like a double whammy.
Right, so it's tackling cholesterol from both sides,
Smart.
which is really key for a healthy heart.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Keeping that cholesterol in check is so important for our blood vessels.
Yeah, to prevent all sorts of issues down the road.
Exactly. It's like taking preventative measures for our heart.
Right. And garlic is leading the charge.
All right, so we've talked about strong bones, healthy hearts. What about our gut?
Oh, the gut. Everyone's talking about the gut these days.
For good reason, too, because it affects everything.
Everything. Yeah.
And you guessed it, garlic has a role here, too.
Of course it does.
So it has these compounds called saponins and fructans,
Okay.
and these act as what are called prebiotics.
Probiotics. Now, those are good for gut health, right?
They are. Think of them as food for the good bacteria in our gut.
Oh, interesting.
So garlic is actually helping those good bacteria thrive, keeping everything running smoothly.
Like fueling the good guys.
Exactly, but it's also helping to keep the bad bacteria in check, too.
So it's a balancing act.
It is. It's like garlic is the peacekeeper in our gut,
Ha ha ha. I love that analogy.
making sure the good guys are winning the battle.
So is there a reason why eating it at night is better for gut health?
Well, that nighttime consumption really lets those prebiotics do their thing while we sleep.
It's like an overnight renovation project for our gut.
Exactly, giving your gut a spa treatment while you sleep.
That's a great way to put it.
Speaking of sleep, I mean, who doesn't want to wake up feeling totally refreshed and like ready to go every morning? And
Yeah.
guess what? Garlic can apparently help with that too.
Really? Garlic can help you sleep better.
That's what this doctor says.
Huh. Okay, I'm listening.
So remember all those antioxidants we talked about?
The ones that fight oxidative stress.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, they also help us relax and like create a calmer environment in our bodies.
So it's like garlic is telling our bodies to chill out before bed.
That's a good way to put it.
Interesting.
But it's not just about feeling relaxed. Garlic also helps support our natural sleep-wake cycle.
You mean our circadian rhythm?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so it's not just about feeling sleepy. It's about getting our bodies in sync with their natural rhythms.
Exactly.
Yeah, makes a lot of sense.
And there's one more piece to this whole sleep puzzle.
Okay, what's that?
Serotonin.
Serotonin, the happy chemical.
Well, it's also a neurotransmitter that plays a big role in regulating sleep, and garlic helps boost its production.
So garlic is like a sleep multivitamin or something.
Right. It calms us down, helps regulate our sleep cycles, and even boosts those sleep-regulating chemicals.
Wow, that's pretty impressive for just one little clove.
I know, right?
Speaking of impressive, remember all those benefits we talked about with cholesterol and blood vessels?
Yeah.
Well, those tie right into heart health too.
It makes sense. Healthier blood vessels, healthier heart.
Exactly.
But you said garlic does even more for heart health, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
What else does it do?
It also has a positive impact on blood pressure.
Wait, really? How does that work?
So remember those compounds we talked about before, like allicin, S-allylcysteine, and diallylase disulfide? Well, they convert into other compounds in our bodies, like nitric oxide and hydrogen sulfide.
Okay.
And those compounds help relax and widen our blood vessels.
Oh, so it's like giving our blood vessels a little breathing room.
Exactly, easing the pressure.
And that's good for our blood pressure.
It is, and both nitric oxide and hydrogen sulfide are really important for overall cardiovascular health.
So basically, garlic is like a heart superhero.
That's one way to put it.
It can do so much.
It really can.
This is all so fascinating. Who knew garlic could have such a big impact on, well, everything?
From our bones and gut to our sleep and heart, it's amazing.
I'm definitely thinking about adding more garlic to my diet now, especially at night.
Well, it's always a good idea to talk to your doctor before making any big changes to your diet.
Oh, for sure, especially if you have any health conditions or are taking medications.
Exactly. It's always best to err on the side of caution and get personalized advice.
Absolutely. But beyond that, what are some of the biggest takeaways for you from all this?
Honestly, I think the biggest thing for me is just remembering that nature is so powerful.
Yeah.
And sometimes the simplest things can have the biggest impact on our health.
It's like we've been underestimating garlic this whole time.
Right.
Makes you wonder what other everyday foods we're missing out on.
Oh, totally.
Like what else is hiding in our kitchens just waiting for us to discover all these amazing benefits?
It's true. It's like we need to rediscover these simple ingredients.
Well, I think that's the perfect place to wrap up our garlic adventure.
Our garlic adventure.
We started with a pretty basic question. What happens when you eat garlic at night?
Yeah,
And man, we uncovered a lot.
we really did.
Benefits for our bones, our gut,
Or sleep,
our heart.
even our blood pressure.
It really shows how everything in our body is connected
It does.
and how what we eat can make a huge difference.
Simple changes can have such a big impact.
So to everyone listening,
Yeah,
I've got a little challenge for you.
a challenge.
Next time you're in the kitchen, grab some garlic and try this whole nighttime routine.
See what happens.
You might be surprised.
It's worth a shot.
And of course, listen to your body.
Always.
Talk to your doctor if you have any concerns.
That's important.
Well, folks, that's the end of our deep dive on garlic.
That's been fun.
I hope you learned something new today.
Oh, too.
And maybe you'll even try out some of this garlic magic for yourself.
Give it a try.
Thanks for joining us, and until next time, stay curious.
And keep exploring it.